Hi, I'm Bryce Cross, and welcome to Everyone's a Critic. Last week saw the release of the world's newest blockbuster, Rampage, and I'm here a week later to let you know whether or not it's really worth seeing. So let's just jump right into it. Okay, so Rampage is dumb. Honestly, that's the best way to just jump right into it. Rampage is dumb, but it's so much dumb fun that I can't call it bad. It's a movie that's just so campy and cheesy, but just self-aware enough to know how mindless and absurdly funny it is. The plot is this. After a genetic editing formula is unleashed, three wild animals mutate into giant monsters who wreak havoc across the country and eventually Chicago. It falls upon The Rock as primatologist David Okoye to save his animal friend and, I guess, the rest of the world. The Rock literally plays every version of himself in this. I mean, from San Andreas to Jumanji to Baywatch, it's just the same performance here of a hardened former special forces character who can just conveniently handle guns, hand-to-hand combat, and helicopters, only this time he knows sign language because why the heck not? Sign language is to mainly communicate with George, an albino ape The Rock is in charge of at the zoo. George actually carries what little heart the film has because he's intelligent, emotional, and has a genuine rapport with The Rock. I mean, Rampage does a great job emotionally investing you in this animal by making George just more human than the rest of the human characters. There are human characters, of course, but they're very one-note. Oscar-nominated Naomi Harris plays Dr. Kate Caldwell, a bioengineer who's kind of just there to fill space and explain the science behind the monsters. The science behind the monsters. Jeffrey D. Morgan is there too. He plays Agent Harvey Russell, and he's a government agent that kind of tangles himself into this whole mess. But he's literally just playing Negan from The Walking Dead this entire time. Really, his line delivery, southern swagger, everything is from The Walking Dead. You know that lean he's got? Like he's kind of just like leaning on an invisible fence. He's even got that lean. As for the villains, they're just there to spout bad dialogue and ridiculously just to be ridiculously snarly and goofy. Their villainous plot to bring the monsters to Chicago makes kind of no sense, and they're obviously responsible for all of the destruction. They might as well just scream that they're the bad guys. The final act is just so over the top and destructive and silly, but you can get your money's worth as you see the giant monsters that you came for. George and the rest of the monsters are CGI, but they look realistic enough. With monsters with names like Lizzie, you'd expect something like a kid's cute little pet, but we actually get some scary-looking monsters like a giant wolf and Discount Godzilla, which prove for some very intense and actually pretty gruesome action sequences. Rampage isn't afraid to shy away from blood or violence, and especially in the end. So if you're looking for a thought-provoking film, this won't be the movie for you, but if you're looking for a wildly fun time with friends, Rampage is definitely the sort of turn your brain off popcorn flick perfect for a good time.